Hey, beautiful friend. Welcome back to Renewed and Radiant. I'm Elsa Martin, functional nutritionist, weight loss practitioner, and women's health advocate specializing in women's hormones. And today, this is our final episode number 3 in Mood Mastery After 40, where we are taking a real empowered look at what's messing with our hormones and, most importantly, how we can fix it. In episode number 1, we covered hormones because if they're off, no amount of anything else is going to work until they are balanced. Number 2 was all about setting healthy boundaries and the power that has over our mood. And if you missed either of those, I really encourage you to go back and take a listen. They're short episodes, and I believe they really can be life-changing. Finally, today, number 3, we are talking about something that affects everything: your mood, your mindset, your relationships, even how you see yourself in the mirror. And that something is your thoughts. What we think about most grows. Your thoughts are like seeds, and sooner or later, you'll eat the fruit of what you've been planting. So the question is, are your thoughts taking you to the life that you want, or pulling you deeper into the one that you're trying to escape? Have you ever woken up and just felt like, oh, I feel gross today, or I didn't have a good sleep, and it just seems like your mood's low, you got no energy, your tone with your family is off, and just everything just tanks from there? So here's the truth. Your thoughts are a bridge, and you will walk over that bridge. So where are your thoughts taking you? Are they taking you towards peace and joy and energy and confidence? Or are your thoughts taking you towards anxiety, overwhelm, self-sabotage? You know, the Bible actually gives a filter for our thoughts, not as a religious rule, but as a gift. And I love this. It's Philippians 4:8, and it says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about these things. That verse literally changed my marriage, and I believe my entire life. There was a time where I was so frustrated with my husband. It just seemed like everything he did, I found super annoying. And let's be honest, when we're over 40, those days can come more often than we want them to. I was just so annoyed and frustrated, and it seemed like everything he was doing was rude or selfish, or I just didn't like it. It was frustrating to me. He was frustrating to me. One day, this dropped in my mind, my spirit, was to write out that scripture that I just read about whatever is excellent, praiseworthy, to think on those things. So I did that. I put a sticky note up on the side of my fridge so that I would see it often and I would memorize that scripture. And what I did was I not only memorized it, but I also applied it so that anytime a negative thought about my husband would come into my mind, I tried to ask myself, okay, is this true? Is this a pure thought? Is this excellent? Is this praiseworthy? And most of the time it was no, it is not. So then I would try to get rid of it and replace it with a positive. Well, let me tell you, within just a couple short weeks, all of a sudden one day I was like, wow, he's really changed. Like, he's not nearly as annoying, and I'm not so frustrated with him. And then it was like the light bulb went off. It was like, he hasn't changed. The way you are thinking about him has changed. And I believe that actually saved our marriage and actually changed the trajectory of our lives. Because when we are constantly focusing on the negative about someone, that is a terrible path to take that will lead you into resentment and not liking them, not caring about them. But when we choose to shift that and actually start to ask ourselves, is this actually right? Is it true? Is it noble? Is it excellent? Is it praiseworthy? And start to shift that direction, it is amazing the difference it makes in how we see a person, how we see a situation. Because the more we feed the negative thoughts, what we focus on grows. We're going to be more negative, more snappy towards that person. Whereas when we feed the positive, the uplifting thoughts, the good things, we're going to be more loving, more kind, more generous, more of the person that we want to be. So when I started applying that verse, not perfectly, believe me, but just pausing to ask myself, is this even true? Is this really an excellent or a praiseworthy thought? Everything began to shift because what we think doesn't just stay inside, it leaks out in our attitude, our actions, our words. It all ends up coming out at some point. And it shapes how we show up, especially in our closest relationships, our spouse, our kids, our coworkers, and especially yourself. If you're constantly thinking, oh, I'm not doing enough, or I'm too much, or I should be better by now, I should be further along by now, how do you think you're going to treat yourself? Well, probably with guilt, with pressure, with criticism. But when your thoughts shift to, I'm doing my best. I'm growing. God's still working on me. I'm showing up. I can keep doing this. You're way more likely to treat yourself with grace. And that grace flows into how you treat others as well, how we show up. So now you're probably thinking, easier said than done. Yeah, I get it. Totally. That's why I have to share one more scripture today. 2 Corinthians 10:5 is such a powerful tool because it says, take captive every thought, which just means you don't have to accept every thought that shows up. Not every thought is yours to carry. Not every thought is true. Not every thought is helpful. We get to interrupt it. I often say that we can't usually control the first thought that pops into our minds, but we are definitely in control with what we do with that. Are we going to take it captive, throw it away, and replace it with a positive? Or are we going to keep on that trajectory of the negative thoughts, ruminating on the negative, keeping going over and over and over on the negative? We each have a choice. We get to interrupt it. We get to pause, question, is this lovely? Is it true? Is it excellent? Is it praiseworthy? And then choose something better. So let's get into some simple ways to start shifting our thoughts today. Number one, catch it before it grows. So like I said, we can't always be in control of our first thought, but we can catch that, toss it away, replace it with a positive, and start going on that trajectory instead. So number one, catch it before it grows. Number two is to replace it with truth. So use a statement that is grounded in love and truth. If you think to yourself, well, I'm a failure, I can't be doing this, replace it with a positive. Oh, I'm learning. God's not done with me yet. I can keep doing this. And a really good idea is to write down a few go-to truth statements and keep them close. Like I said, when I was going through that and I was super annoyed with my husband and everything was irritating me, I put that sticky note of that scripture up on my fridge where I would see it many times every day. Then I was able to memorize it so that it then becomes my go-to statement. So number one, catch it before it grows. Number two, replace it with truth. Number three is to speak life daily. Start your day with life-giving gratitude, affirmations, scripture, whatever it is for you. Say it out loud. Today I choose peace, or my thoughts don't run me. I direct my mind with truth, or God's got me. I've got this. Whatever it is for you, starting your day with gratitude is so powerful. Gratitude about yourself, but also gratitude about those that are closest to you as well in your situations, because that is going to be so helpful in shifting your mindset, in turning those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Because when we are on that negative trajectory and those thoughts are constantly negative, what's it do to our mood? Down in the dumps, right? And it affects everyone around us. So again, catch it before it grows, replace it with the truth, and then finally speak life daily. You can do it. And then here's one more piece that I want to add to this. You become like the people you are around. Have you ever noticed this? You spend some time with a certain person or certain people and you're just like feeling so energized and so amazing and so uplifted. And then there's other people that you can spend time with and you just feel like the world's going to hell in a handbasket and everything is awful and everything is negative and it's so terrible. It's because our energy is contagious. We become like the people that we are around. So if you are surrounded by women who are constantly complaining, criticizing, and gossiping, your thoughts will reflect that atmosphere. You're going to have way more of those types of thoughts. But if you're surrounded by women who uplift, speak life, and cheer each other on, you will start thinking more positively, really without even trying. It will just become more natural. And that is the power of community. And that's what we've built into our community in Whole Body Nutrition. It's a safe place for women who support each other, speak life, and remind each other you're not too old, you're not too far gone, you're not broken, you're just getting started, and you really can design a life that you love. So today, my friend, take one thought captive. Don't let your mind run wild. You get to choose your bridge. and let it take you to peace, to joy, to designing the life that you love. And if you need women to walk that path with you, come join us in our private community because we're cheering you on and you deserve to design a life you love. I would love to hear from you today. Did you find this helpful? What was your biggest takeaway? Send me a message or comment. And please don't forget to like and share this with someone that you think would find it helpful. Have an amazing day. Let's go design a life we love.